Housing, of course, is just one aspect of employees' needs. What about infrastructure? I'm thinking education, utilities, healthcare. What approaches are emerging to meeting employee needs with respect to infrastructure?
Ideally, the company enables the provision of those services by helping to curate a group of service providers that can do that, or by working in tandem with the public sector and government to do so. Ideally, however, not doing so themselves. One could even imagine, outsourcing the administration of the selection of those service providers entirely. And so you can enable it without directly doing it yourself, which can be very helpful in low capacity contexts.
But companies like Certainty, which is why they've done these things in the past, you've talked about outsourcing. How do they get comfortable with losing some of the control over providing infrastructure?
I think there's a real opportunity, in fact, embedded in local content laws. So the more that the company can invest in the local suppliers in the community, the more that they will build them and train them, et cetera, and understand what their capabilities are and competencies are, and the more track record they will then have and comfort level with an ability to provide services at a certain level. So it again goes to right back to the beginning of our conversation, where absolutely, if it's a closed camp and it's kind of housing in a box, there is the virtue of end-to-end control. However, the flip side are the social consequences and the unsustainable economic outcomes. It may be a slightly longer road to hoe, and it may be something that requires investment in local suppliers, but we've started to see some very encouraging demonstrations of this being possible.